We're gonna hop straight into this. You see the title of the video, but I want to preface this video by stating a little story, right? I've been on my self-improvement journey for a while, right? I started getting in the gym, taking care of my health. I started taking more care of my mental health, trying to get over toxic habits. And I've started doing things like dressing better and all of these different stuff just to improve and level up myself. But one of the things that I get the most recognition for when it comes to my inner circle, when it comes to my friends, people I meet, is my smell. And I don't say that to brag. I say that to emphasize the power of your scent. And I think this is really just a cheat code, because once you master your scent, once you smell good, and don't worry, I'm gonna teach you how to smell good, not just some of the time, not just a few days of the week. I'm gonna teach you how to smell good 100% of the time, whenever you go out, whenever you go to an event. So you got people like, hey, this dude smell good. We're gonna start with the obvious one, which is finding your signature scent. A lot of people think that your signature scent or your fragrance that you use has to be super expensive. That could not be further from the truth. Obviously, if you put a little bit more bread when it comes to investing into your scent, you may come out with a better result. But it all comes down to finding out which scent works for you, and you could do that on a budget. For example, one of my favorite scents to use is this one from Zara. It's called Blue Spirit. And this comes out around $35. And that's Canadian. So I know I know a lot of you are in the US, so that's probably less. All right. So this is just show you that it doesn't have to be super expensive for you to smell good. But how do you know which scent to choose? There's so many out there. You can't just go around to every Sephora and sniff all the scents and see what you like. I mean, that's what I did, but I wouldn't advise that you do that. So I'm actually going to show you a quiz that can help you figure out what your signature scent would be. So now I'm going to show you guys how to find your signature scent using a free website that I found online. Let's hop straight into it, right? So you could find this link in the description so you could follow it along with me and find your signature scent. It's going to ask you to choose between a masculine and feminine scent. Go with your heart, bro. I'm not here to judge you, but we're going to go with masculine. Then it's going to ask you to choose a season. The scent that you use is going to vary throughout the seasons, but we want something that we could wear year round. Something that's specified for winter is probably going to be heavier, and something that's specified for summer is probably going to be light and citrusy. But we're going to go with spring because we're recording this in spring. Then it's going to ask you to choose a occasion. We're going to go with casual, but it does vary. An office scent, you'll probably want to be lighter. A date scent, you might want her to remember it. So you might want to go a little bit stronger, or in a party setting, you might want something a little bit lighter because you're going to sweat. We're going to go with casual here. I prefer scents that are a little bit stronger. I like scents that make a statement. Now it's going to ask you to choose between fragrances that you know you like. This is where all the building comes into play. So try and make sure that you're staying true to yourself, not just choosing something that you know somebody else likes. I know that I like sweet scents, and I also like woody scents as well. And we're just going to choose a third one. I would, use a max of 3 choices just to make sure that it narrows it down enough. So we're going to go with leather, and then we're going to hit next. And then it's going to give you a whole array of options for you to choose from. It really narrows it down. And just to show you this works, I did this in my own time beforehand, and I actually have this scent right here, and it's one of my favorites. It's in the top 3. The only problem with this list is a lot of these are name brand scents, and they can be kind of expensive. We're talking $300, $400 a bottle, right? So I would use this as a guide and go online and see if you could find some cheaper replacements for it. Trust me, you can definitely find it. One scent that is $300, you can find the same scent for under $100. You just have to, you just have to search a little bit. But I would use this. I'd say this is a great guide if you have never tried a fragrance before. You don't know where to get started. You don't even know, and you don't want to just go into a store and just start sniffing each and every one of them. Try this out, use this link, and it'll definitely close the gap, close the search bar, and make it easier for you to find your signature scent. One final tip when it comes to using a signature scent is it matters where you spray it. I see so many dudes do this foolishness where they get their spray and they spray it into the air, and then they like bask in it. Then they walk into it. You know how much money you just wasted? You know how much cans of tuna you could buy with the money that you just wasted? There are people starving, and you out here doing straight foolishness, spraying it into the air. You think it's just supposed to diffuse on you? No, that's not how it works. All right, so stop being dumb. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it, right? When it comes to using your fragrances, you want to spray it on the pulse points of your skin. What are the pulse points? These are basically areas where your heart pulse can be felt because it helps it to, profuse into the air. It helps the scent to, actually protrude from your body. Some of these pulse points are the neck, the base of the throat, your wrists, even in between the elbows. And I think that's basically it. But me personally, I like to spray it around my neck. I go with 3 points. Behind both ears. Oh yeah, I forgot that point. So behind both ears and at the base of the throat. This, let me teach you how this is a cheat code, bro. Okay, I'm a master at this. Okay, just come. Learn from Unc. Right? The reason you want to do that is because if you happen to find yourself, on a nice evening stroll with a respectable young lady, right? And she just happens, you might get a little hug or something like that, right? Where's her face gonna go? It's not going into your wrists. That's not where it's going. If you give somebody a hug, more than likely their face is gonna be near your face. And that's where the trap is set. That is where the trap is set. See, there are layers to this, right? So she gonna hug. She gonna come by you, just like that. And she be like, she ain't gonna make it obvious, because she be like, and she be like, what you got on? And then you gotta hit her with the, don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, y'all don't understand the game that I'm putting you on right now. Listen to Unc. But yes, if you want the maximum effectiveness out of your fragrance, especially if you don't have the funds to just be buying fragrances one after the other, trust me, I know how it is. You want to make your fragrance last as long as possible, but you also want to be efficient with it, right? Get the most out of each spray. So spray it on the pulse points of your skin. That's going to give you the best, bang for your buck. Now for this next tip, I actually had to go deep searching, okay? I had to go on a whole self-fulfillment journey. I had to walk with monks. I had to climb the mountains. I had to train. I had to do yoga. I had to do meditation in order to find this tip for you. Pause. And that is to layer moisture on your skin. See, a lot of you are so used to just, you get out the shower and you put on lotion. Sometimes you prioritize lotion in the wrong spot, but we're not talking about that today. But when it comes to ashiness, we're not just trying to not be ashy. We're trying to transcend ashiness altogether, and you're gonna smell better in the process. So what do I mean by this? When I say layering on moisture, that means it's almost like, when I talk to you guys about the LCO method when it comes to your hair, the same thing kind of applies for your skin. So what I want you to do is when you hop out of the shower, okay, I'm gonna put you on game, right? Your skin's gonna, it's gonna be a little wet. I don't want you to dry off completely, right? You can get the towel, you could pat dry, just so you're not there's not a bunch of moisture on your skin, but just leave some of the moisture there, right? After that, you're gonna go in with your lotion. This is the lotion that I currently use. This is not sponsored in any way, and I don't think I want to be sponsored by Jergens. I don't think I want that type of reputation on me, right? So you're gonna get your lotion. Feel like that's a little bright. Y'all can see that, right? Get your lotion, lather up, right? And most of y'all will stop there. We're not stopping there. Next, you wanna go in with an oil, right? The same way with the LCO method, how that's gonna lock in that moisture. When you go in with that oil, now I go in with baby oil. And before you clown me, before y'all niggas clown me, when your girl see me glistening on the beach, I don't want you to be mad. See, I got love for you. But now your girl got love for me because my skin is all shiny and glistening and I look like Terry Crews. All right? So shut up and listen to what I'm telling you. Trust me, you're going to notice a huge difference in your skin when you do this. Your skin's going to look shiny. Your skin's going to be soft. And not only that, your skin is going to smell great. And you know what? As a bonus, even if you just did this, by itself, just did lotion, then the baby oil, you would smell good. But if you put on your fragrance after you do that, see, that layer of moisture is going to help the fragrance to essentially lock in. And your fragrance is going to smell a little bit stronger. It's going to protrude in a better way. So you're going to smell, it's going to maximize the effectiveness of your fragrance or your cologne or your eau de parfum or whatever you want to call it. And what does that lead to? x minus 2, add this, carry the 5, the equation, the result is you smell great. All right? So do what I'm telling you to do. Or don't. That's up to you. If you want to smell stink, go ahead. Now, one of the key things that we're trying to achieve in this video is we want to smell good all the time. Not just some of the time, but there's sometimes we get into certain activities that are naturally going to make us sweat and make us smell a little bit off. For example, going to the gym, playing sports or anything like that. So how do you smell good when it comes to that situation? Don't worry, we're not going to just tell you to wear Axe body spray. I mean, still wear deodorant, but that's not the only thing that you could do here. A little trick that I found throughout the years is to use baby powder before you actually go and do your workout. Now hear me out, right? The reason why you smell bad when it comes to like sweating, going to the gym, you smell all musky and doing sports and stuff like that, is not because of the sweat itself. See, you're gonna produce sweat, which is gonna make your armpits and groin and all those different areas, your feet and stuff, is gonna make it a very moist area, right? It's gonna make it very damp because of all of that moisture. Now what happens is the bacteria is going to grow and multiply in that area. And the bacteria is what's gonna cause that pungent smell when it comes to your junk, when it comes to your feet, when it comes to your armpits, right? So what is the solution? The solution isn't necessarily to prevent the sweat, because I wouldn't advise using an antiperspirant, because I used to use an antiperspirant and that caused a whole bunch of issues because that clogs up your sweat glands. I wouldn't advise doing that. The better alternative is to dry out those areas. No moisture means no bacteria. No bacteria means no smell. So when you use something like baby powder or cornstarch, right, it's going to dry out that area effectively. So even when you start to sweat, it's probably gonna clump up a little bit, but you're not gonna have those deep pit stains and stuff like that. So by using the cornstarch, you're gonna dry out that area, and then you're gonna smell more pleasant. And even if it's not just because of, even if you don't have to go do a workout, put it on anyway, because you never know. Like, it's just gonna make your junk smell better. In general, you're not gonna have this huge musk like when you're walking around after a long day at work or school. Okay, so use the cornstarch. All right, listen to Big Bro. I'm trying to save you, bro. I'm trying to save you from that moment where you with home girl, you know, your little spice thing, your little thing, right? From that moment where y'all hang out together, and then she, you know, y'all get to, you know, Bible study. That's what y'all getting to do. What you thought this was? You thought I was gonna advocate for such activities? Come from around me, you little horny ass man. And when it comes to your scent, it's not always about external factors like your armpits or your fragrance and stuff like that. Sometimes it has to do with, come on, Tarek, come on. English is your first language. You have no excuse. You want to pay attention to internal factors such as your oral care. Yeah, we're going to commit to that, oral care. Yeah. What do I mean by this? Brush your teeth. And not just brush your teeth. Some of y'all just ended there, okay? I'm gonna come for a few of you. I coming for your hip, right? Y'all people who don't floss, dirty. Floss your teeth. Get in between, you know, the crevices of your toothsicles. Alright? Get the floss, wrap it around your finger, get in there. Alright? Get all that food out. Number 2, scrape your tongue. If you don't have a tongue scraper, please invest in one. You could get a stainless steel one and use that basically for the rest of your life, or just a very long time. You could probably get it off Amazon for like $2. Get that, scrape that bacteria off of your tongue, because it's that bacteria on your tongue, like we mentioned, that is going to cause your breath to stink. And make sure you get at the back. Get all the way back there. I said this before in another video. Get all the way to the back of your throat, all diddy. Alright? I'm not playing with you. But also, sometimes you could be doing all of that and your breath could still smell off throughout the day. Maybe you get hungry. Maybe you eat something that has your breath smelling a certain way. So a little life hack is to always carry mints. I don't carry the gum because I just don't want to, right? So I usually carry Tic Tacs around because you can get these for like $2, right? And then you can just pop them whenever your breath starts to smell off. Now, do not just munch these. All right, this is your emergency. This is your fail safe. When your breath starts to smell off, pop one of these. So that's one way you can make sure that your breath always smells good and that you never turn anybody off. Because let me tell you one thing, bro. This goes across the board. If your mouth is stink, no one want to talk to you. No girl, not your mommy, not your teacher, not the police officer, not the judge, not the lawyer, not the doctor. I don't know why I'm going through professions right now, but nobody gonna want to talk to you. So you take a shower with your nice body wash, smelling like sandalwood. You smell fresh. After the shower, you layer on the moisture. You get your lotion, you get your body oil. You lather up. You're smelling good. You hop out of the shower, right? You're putting on your clothes. You get your cornstarch. You get your baby powder. Stop powdering up the areas. Now you're not gonna smell. Now you've already moisturized, right? So you're gonna get your fragrance. Spray it on the pulse points. Oh, you smell good. You smell delicious, right? Then, before you even leave the house, you brush your teeth, scrape your tongue, and just in case you have breath mints, bro, there's no way you can lose. There is absolutely no way you can lose if you do all of those stuff before you leave the house. So you're welcome. I'm really just dropping this for free, but actually it's not for free. I lied to you. I got you, right? Now you're in. All right, this is where I pull you in. The only thing I ask for is that you hit a like on the video. If you feel like I provided some information. If I lied, I lied. If I lie, go in the comments and tell me I lied. But I ain't never lied, not once before. Never in my life have I ever lied. So henceforth, go and hit that like button. That is your duty right now, okay? This is an equal exchange. Hit the like button if you like the video. And as always, if you think there's anything that I missed, drop it down below in the comments. We're all here to learn from each other, right? I recognize that I can learn a lot from you guys. Some of you guys have been putting me on, even on Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram. The other day, somebody commented something about some skincare tip that I started using. And I was like, hey, yo, this is fire. So comment down any information, any game, any advice that you think that the rest of us could benefit from. This whole community is about building higher quality men, higher quality versions of ourselves. And I think it's important that we learn from each other throughout that process. You know, so go share something with us. And if you like this video, you definitely gonna like this one. So I advise you check it out. That's all for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.